He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Revelation 13. We've heard it. We've heard it recited. People talking about it. And it's better known as 666. But what is it? Will we ever see it? Is there anything going on today that even resembles what this verse is saying? Stay with us, because today we are going to talk about how the cashless society and the one world government is forming. Did you know that Sweden is almost a cashless society? Yes, and Sweden is located in Europe. Did you know that Europe will be the home base for the Antichrist and the false prophet, who will govern the world in the one world government system? Europe will be the home base. Sweden is in Europe. There are European countries that are forming cashless societies right now, today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are closer than you think. Some of you know. Most of you aren't even considering what's going on, have no clue what is going on in the world. Because I know the Bible is irrelevant. That's what you say. But I'm here to tell you, one day you will come to know and believe that the Bible is everything that it claims to be. But what is a cashless society? A cashless society is one in which payments for goods and services are made without using physical money, like bills and coins. We have paper, we call it paper, green, and you have your coins, your chips. Instead, cashless payments are made through electronic means via credit cards, debit cards, electronic money transfers, chips in their hand or forehead, QR codes. There are many digital devices and mediums that are being used today, and we are just going on with life as though it's always been a part of life, because we're not connecting the dots with the clues that God has given us. No matter what you think about a cashless society coming and just taking over, it's going to happen. And there's nothing you, I can do about it. It's coming and it's going to happen. Let's look at this news article. There's a news article talking about Sweden and their cashless society. It sheds a whole lot of light on what is going on and what is coming. It reads, in Sweden, technology is close to making cash a thing of the past. All aboard with the cashless society. The language is cashless society. You will not be able to buy or sell unless you have the mark in your right hand or the forehead, whether it be the eyes, the forehead, somewhere in that region, the right hand, the wrist, somewhere. You're going to need to have that in order to buy or sell. It's going to take money. And you know what? There is no way that any government here on earth can make that happen with the exchange of paper. Can't happen. You can't control it. You cannot dictate to me who I can sell to, who I can buy from. You cannot control that. Oh, but take the paper away and make everything electronic, and you have me. I can't do nothing unless the master say I could do something. That's where we're going to, y'all. We are going to a cashless society. They're writing articles about it. They are writing articles about this cashless society. Just look it up on Google. Google cashless society and look and see what happens. Let me show you when I did it. Y'all see that? There's a lot of articles. There's a lot of people talking about a cashless society. You still thinking that it can never happen? Why are so many outlets talking about it? But let's continue on with the article. It says mobile bank ID. Today, a big part of integrating into Swedish society involves using Bank ID. It's a mobile app that allows anyone with a Swedish personal identification number, person number, and bank account to access all digital public services, use online banking, and even sign contracts. The simplicity of using one 6-digit code. Nowadays, you can also give via fingerprint or face ID. To access digital services via bank ID saves people from having to remember a large number of codes and passwords. We are going to be able to do everything. Before computers, we had paper, stacks of paper. You writing, you signing, your hand cramp it up because you're writing and signing so much. Everything was done on paper, ledgers. You had diaries of everything that was going on. And now all you have to do is ding, ding, punch in a code or just look at it. Y'all see what just happened? Oh, y'all didn't see it? Oh, okay, yeah. Y'all do it all the time. You're not getting on your phone without Face ID or Finger ID. It's not going anywhere. It's just going to get more advanced. Artificial intelligence is taking over. This is happening. Mobile bank ID. Mobile bank ID. Let's continue. Handy payments. Literally. To some people, the cashless experience is more than skin deep. They've got a microchip implanted in their hand, which can store different kinds of data, from ID to door opening blips, train tickets, and even bank cards. This makes it possible to pay by simply waving the hand. Though this might sound like science fiction, but to date, more than 4,000 Swedes have inserted this handy biohacking commodity into their lifestyle. It saves them from carrying bank cards, ID, membership cards, and keys around. More than 4,000. It's more than that now. Look, you just, instead of grabbing the wallet, flipping through the wallet, looking, this is what it looks like now. See, you gotta you gotta find the wallet, you gotta dig into your pockets, and then you gotta grab the wallet, pull the wallet out, and some of us are a little older, so we gotta reach a little further. Okay, then you gotta grab the wallet, you pull your money out the wallet, then you make the transaction, then you wait for them to figure out how to give you change back. because not everybody can do it. If they don't have that computer in front of them, they don't know how to give back change, So now we're waiting. We finally get it back. You get your receipt. Now you're checking it, making sure that it's right. Or you can just simply grab your stuff, ching, out the door. Time saved. They're just making it easy. They're painting this picture to where everything is just easy. And it is. It is very easy. I just come in. I much rather, you remember the older phones, you had to get the phone, you had to you had the little design where you could just on your screen. Then you came up with the little buttons. So now you just look at it. You just pick, as soon as you pick it up, boom, it's open, ready for you. That's easy. That's what we're going to. Walk into the store, it's going to know you're in there with your phone, your watch, or the chip in your hand, the bracelet you're wearing, wherever it is. The right hand or the forehead, it can just be a bracelet, right? That's on your right hand. This is still part of your hand. It doesn't necessarily have to be a chip. The chip can be in the bracelet that you can take on and take off. Who knows? I don't know. But these are possibilities. It's coming. Continuing on with the article. More and more Swedes are going cashless. From 2010 to 2020, the proportion of Swedes using cash fell from 39 to 9%, according to the most recent statistics from Sweden's central bank, the Riksbank. The use of cash in Sweden is mostly limited to making small payments and by the elderly in shops and cafes, and it is much more common to find the sign card only or cash free than cash only, as in many other countries. You see it right now. You go into Walmart or your local grocery store that has the self checkouts, and some of them will say card only. In other words, you can't use cash here, buddy. Mm-mm. Yep. And before you know it, all of us are going to be saying card only. Y'all just don't know it yet. It's coming. You go to a lot of places, you go to some of these stores, depending on where you live, you have stores that say card only. No cash allowed. We don't accept cash. Ladies and gentlemen, it is coming. It's coming. There's another article. This article is from zerohedge.com. It says, "We are about to witness a major move toward a cashless society." It's dated December 14th of 2022. The war on cash has just gone to an entirely new level. When I heard that the European Union, the European Union was planning to completely ban all cash transactions above 10,000 euros, I had a hard time believing it. There are so many wild rumors flying around on the internet these days. So I wasn't going to write about this unless I could confirm it. Unfortunately, this particular rumor is quite true. It is real. It's real. Under 10,000 euros. Okay? Under 10,000 euros. You can use cash all day long. Anything above 10,000, like money laundering, all these big cash transactions where people are trying to hide money and do all these wicked and crooked things. That's what they're saying. We can cut down on that. We can protect you because now we can track it. So anything over 10,000 euros, you cannot use a cash transaction. So Europe, the headquarters of the Antichrist. And if you haven't been here, this is your first time, you've only seen a few videos, you're not understanding why I'm saying that the European Union is going to be the headquarters of the Antichrist. I did a lesson on that. You can look at that lesson. It's ready for you right now. You can go ahead and click that lesson on the Antichrist, the false prophet, and the one world government system. Moving on with the article. Meanwhile, the European Central Bank has been actively considering the possibility of introducing a digital euro. The following comes from the official website of the European Central Bank. "We are working with the national central banks of the euro area to investigate whether to introduce a digital euro. It would be a central bank digital currency. an electronic equivalent to cash, and it would complement banknotes and coins, giving people an additional choice about how to pay. Bitcoin, now you're going to have a digital coin. Everybody's going to have their own digital currency, and it's going to be mandated like it is. Every country has their own dollars, their own printed money. Well, it's going to be the same thing because you're going to be able to still use that like you do the paper dollar, except it's going to be digital. You would never see it. It's going to be harder to track, and they're counting on that. So, I remember my grandmother was always reaching up down here to get her money out. Most of you had grandmothers like that, great grandmothers. They didn't trust banks. They keep it in the sock in the drawer or wherever they want it. Nowadays, why keep your money in a bank? You're not making any money. Interest, you're not making any interest anymore. You're less than 0.5%, if that, keeping money in the bank while the banks continue to get rich. So what's the advantage of keeping your money in the bank now anyway? But when they take away the dollar, you won't be able to do that either. They are going to control everything. Do you get it? They're going to control everything. You're not going to control your money. You might as well stop calling it your money. I've always said it was God's money. I'm just a steward. That's what the word says. If you're not a good steward, then you're probably going to lose it anyway. Continuing on with the article. Zero hedge. By the way, the Federal Reserve is currently working on a digital currency as well. And this is all happening as the private cryptocurrency industry is imploding all around us. Many had believed that decentralized cryptocurrencies would be the future of commerce, but global central banks were never going to allow that to happen. Instead, it appears that they intend to force all of us onto a cashless grid in which everyone uses digital currencies that are issued by them. The Federal Reserve. That's us. That's the United States of America. They've already it says they're working on a digital currency as the private cryptocurrency industry is imploding. So the cryptocurrency is imploding. So it's not doing well. They're not expecting it to, because I'm sure they have a lot to do with that. So while they're telling you about all of these plans and what they intend to do and how it can be so great, they're already coming up with a plan to make everything happen. So it's not like it just started happening and we have to. No, they've been working on this. They have been. It says Federal Reserve is currently working. They've been working on it. They have been working on it. They have been working on a one world government system for a long time. The international community has been working on this for years, and it's here. It is here. Let's look at what's going on around the country. You see here, now this is older. It's not like this year. Because you see, Sweden is number 5. Right now, Sweden is number 1. Look at Norway, Finland, New Zealand, Hong Kong in Asia. You have Denmark, Switzerland, the UK. Most of this is European Union. And if you look at the number of cash-based payments, look at this is staggering. Norway, 2%. Finland, 2%. The highest one on here is 4%, which is Hong Kong and the Netherlands. And at the time, Sweden was at 1%. Do you see? 1%. Oh, excuse me. 1%. Cash-based payments are at 1%. 1% of the entire population is using cash. 2%. 4% is using cash. And then the unbanked population. Norway is 0. That means every single citizen of age has a bank account. Sweden, 0%. Everyone that is a citizen of Sweden has a bank account. Has a bank account. 4% is the highest number of people that's using cash. Now, if you still believe that we're not moving to a cashless society, I think you need to go see somebody. We are moving to a cashless society. It's coming. And you're saying, oh, it's just a coincidence. Yeah, okay. I have been on this channel for a year now. And there's a lot in the Bible that is happening. It is being formed as we speak. And that's not coincidence. God is very intentional. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, or Jacob, he's very intentional. This is happening. This is coming. The European Union, the cashless society, the one world government, the one world religion, all of this is happening right now. Let's look at all the digital platforms that we have right now. All the digital platforms where you are making all of these transactions back and forth to one another, right? Right now, you have Alipay is at 1.3 billion. That's China. So the Asian continent is covered. WeChat, that's China. Then you have Apple Pay, you have Google Pay, you have PayPal, you have Pay TM, which is India. You have Phone PE, that's India. You have Samsung Pay, which is South Korea. You have Venmo, and you have Cash App. And you have Cash App. These are the platforms that we are all using around the world. Oh, and so what are we saying? Man, I ain't got no cash. Hey, but I can Cash App you. Hey, I can Venmo you. And across other countries, they're hey, I can Alipay you or whatever it is that they're using. That's our language. Do you even remember when it all began to change? No, probably not, because it's so fluid. And that's how they get us caught up. Again, there's nothing we can do about it, but we need to be aware of what's going on so that we are aware when the Antichrist and his one world government is coming. You need to know the difference. You need to know that we're in there so you do not take that mark. Because right now we're all walking around with something digital to do something with. We're all, especially over in Europe. You just seen the numbers. What does it look like right now? Let me show you this video.
4 years ago, we started to wonder, what would shopping look like if you could walk into a store, grab what you want, and just go? What if we could weave the most advanced machine learning, computer vision, and AI into the very fabric of a store so you never have to wait in line? No lines, no checkouts, no registers. Welcome to Amazon Go. Use the Amazon Go app to enter. Then put away your phone and start shopping. It's really that simple. Take whatever you like. Anything you pick up is automatically added to your virtual cart. If you change your mind about that cupcake, just put it back. Our technology will update your virtual cart automatically. So, how does it work? We used computer vision, deep learning algorithms, and sensor fusion, much like you'd find in self-driving cars. We call it Just Walk Out technology. Once you've got everything you want, you can just go. When you leave, our Just Walk Out technology adds up your virtual cart and charges your Amazon account. Your receipt is sent straight to the app, and you can keep going. Amazon Go. No lines, no checkout. No, seriously.
Now that video shows us how easy it is. You walk in, scan, and you just shop. Throw it in your bag, throw it in the bag, and walk right out. You just walk right out. Where else are we doing that? Toll roads. You know, toll roads are removing the warm bodies out of the booths. They're removing them. They're building and upgrading the toll roads where you just drive through. Ding. You got the little thing on your car, little sticker on your car, and it's just you don't pay. And now in Texas, you go to Texas, big old signs with the information. Hey, send the money here. Just feel free to drive on our roads. If you're not a resident, you don't have the little sticker with the chip in it, no worries. Drive, but make sure we're watching you. So make sure you do send that money in. This is what it costs now. Everything, the movie tickets, plane tickets, everything is on your phone. You just walk through, go through. Your picture comes up when you walk through. They looking at you. They're looking at the picture, making sure that is you. Everything is connected. You get off the plane in Europe, they know who you are. Same picture, same smiling face that got on in North America. Now it's over in Europe. Same thing. Movie theaters, toll roads, it doesn't matter. Grocery stores, it doesn't matter where you are. The car wash. Now you go to the car wash, they put the little barcode on. You pay your monthly fee. You don't have to wait and go and put your money in and wait on the attendant. You just drive through. The gate comes up. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. That's where we are. That's what it's looking like. What are your comments? Let's talk about it. What does it look like where you are? Have you even noticed it? Let's talk about it because there's a lot to talk about because it's coming. March of 2023, Sweden will be 100%, if not before. And it's just going to continue to keep moving. Look at our cars. Our cars went from gasoline to now they're on batteries, and everything is a computer. Without that computer, the car doesn't move. They know exactly where your phone is. They know where your car is. You can track the cars now. You don't have to get low jack anymore. It's built into the car. And before you know it, ting, ting, they're going to know where you are too. They're going to know where you are, what you're buying, what you're looking at on the internet. It's coming.